Welcome to Mythbusters Dyslexia Edition. My name is Dr. Kathryn Garforth.
And I am Dr. Jan Hasbrouck.
Dyslexia myth. Children will outgrow dyslexia. Now, personally, I find this one to be very triggering for me because as a dyslexic, when I was younger, and after I had done intensive intervention, I was told I was cured. And that was very difficult for me to understand because I still struggled enormously. And I had put in so much work, and I knew that there was more to do. And it was still extremely difficult for me. So I would like to make sure that we remove that it's not outgrown and it's not cured. The underlying deficits that were there are still there. We've just provided the support needed for them to achieve more success. And that's huge. It is possible to teach the skills that the individual struggles with to a point where they don't struggle with it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't mean that the difficulties aren't there.
Yeah. The way we understand dyslexia these days as a neurological issue, with all that we've learned about how moldable the brain is through neuroplasticity and the power of targeted, focused, appropriate instruction. We can do a lot, as you say, but a brain born a dyslexic brain is a dyslexic brain, and that's not outgrown at all. Yeah, we need, and the worst case scenario is thinking that we just wait, that these problems that a child is having early on, especially with boys, this is where we hear that more often, teachers being very dismissive of little boys' early reading challenges, saying things like, well, their brain hasn't developed yet to the point where they can do this kind of thing. We're asking them to do this too early. We shouldn't be teaching reading to children this early. So just wait. It'll all magically go away and disappear. Where that myth came from, that we can just wait for it all to go away, is so detrimental to children because the minutes are ticking by, and we have yet to see a child who struggles with reading suddenly in third grade, the light comes on and they turn into readers. In 50 years, I've never seen that. I've seen no documentation of that in any research literature. We can't wait. It's not going to be outgrown that way, nor do our children, adolescents, and adults with dyslexia outgrow the disorder. You put it very well that though instruction, especially early preventative instruction, can do a lot to prevent some of the aspects of dyslexia from manifesting itself. Yeah, we don't outgrow dyslexia.
No. And like you're saying with the boys, it's also the late babies. So the children that are born at the end of the year, it's not a matter of them just suddenly catching up when they have the same chronological age as their peers. You can notice the problems with things like phonological awareness or the awareness of speech sounds in toddlers.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's something that they've had since they were a toddler, and they still have it when they're 6, they're going to have it when they're 7, unless there's some form of intervention. You know, maybe if we're talking about a 2-year-old that's struggling with it, and maybe by the time that they're 3 and have that more experience with speech, maybe it's an age thing. But once we hit the school years, if they're struggling in that area, they're going to continue to struggle in that area until there's the intervention and until they have that deliberate, focused instruction to work on the skill that they're lacking.
Don't wait.
The wait to fail.
The wait to fail, yes. Let's get rid of that.